Hey everybody, welcome back to Monster Sweethearts. So, we are on the third episode now of LIEN'S route, and things have got pretty wild. So, we've seen LIEN has like another form. We kind of thought that she was like some fire monster werewolf before, but it's clear that there's something else going on with her because she can turn into a monster that is like multiple mouths for a face. And she killed somebody. So that happened. It's in cold contrast to what I just experienced. I feel my legs wobble as I go upstairs to finally sleep. LIEN doesn't come back to plan the dance. She doesn't for the rest of the week either. Though it is pretty calm compared to when she was here. Afterward, I don't know what to do with myself. What do you do? Lately, I've just been getting away from the house since it reminds me too much of the LIEN situation. Blake and I are outside her workplace, the local coffee shop. She's getting both coffees while I stand outside. I'm looking around, seeing all the familiar faces. My eyes meet up on a brick wall filled with announcements and notices, but the most abundant are the missing papers that never seem to be taken down. I go away until I see the new poster. I go up to it and see it's the guy from the other night. I start looking at the other posters and seeing all the others listed. It's just now dawning on me how many there are. I rip off one of the ones from the guys at the other night, but my eyes are drawn to a red blur. I look up and see that LIEN is now on a missing person poster. I let the poster I was holding fall to the ground as I look at LIEN's. It most definitely LIEN. The information is all correct. My mind starts racing with questions. What is she doing here? Jaylene. Blake comes up behind me with the coffee. I crumple the note and put it in my sweater before Blake can notice. She looks towards the other photos before back to me. It's sad, isn't it? We only have one sheriff. It's a shame. She hands me my cup of coffee as we continue to look at the posters. I wonder why it's skyrocketing now. The most we got was that kid who spray painted that high school. Yeah. You okay? Yeah. She takes a sip as she puts a hand on my shoulder. You've been quiet lately. Did LIEN do something? Oh no, it's not about her. Things have been a lot lately, you know? I guess so. Let's just walk around, okay? Would that make you happier? I nod yes, so we begin walking around the small town center. Since the university came, the town got a whole renovation. Just one day, a whole bunch of construction workers came and started building. Many people participated in conspiracy theories as to why they suddenly showed up. I just brushed them off at the time, but my world most definitely has changed since then. Why Blackwood? A place that hasn't been popular since the 60s. Would you ever wear that? I'd look around to Blake, who's looking at a cat costume. You're out of your mind if you think I would ever wear that. Why? It's super cute. It's tacky. You're no fun. Are you going with anyone to the dance? Nah, gonna stay home. I'm going as a serial killer. Isn't that great? Yeah, we can do a couple costume thing. Use the victim or something. You're weird. What? It's a neat idea. I was going to respond when my phone vibrated. Oh, it's my mom. I nod towards Blake before leaving the loud store to answer the call. Hey, Mom. Hey, honey. Sorry that I haven't called lately. All the kids have been keeping me busy, you know? I understand. I was one in their place once. That's good to hear, but I was wondering if you'd like to come over this weekend? Some of the kids would love to see you, too. Going away for the weekend will help me get away from the LIEN situation, away from this town. I was sad once the government ordered to move out the operations out of town, but now I'm grateful to have a reason to leave, even if it's 2 hours away. Yeah, that sounds nice, so it'll be great to see you and the others. Great. Are you bringing a boyfriend along? Mom, I want some grandkids. She's in the middle of school. Stop. I haven't even finished college yet. That didn't stop me. Ugh. Hello, Miss Lawson. Wait, did she adopt Jaylene when she was in college? Wow, damn, lady. That's like a lot to take on. You can technically, I think once you turn like 21 or 22, I think that you can apply to become a foster parent. Miss Lawson, Blake. Hello, Blake. Great to hear from you. It's wonderful to know Jaylene still has friends. Mom. Don't worry, Miss Lawson. Nothing this girl can do can drive me away. Great talking to you, Jaylene, but I have to get back to the kids. I hear a crash on the other line before it's cut off. I put my phone back in my pocket before I hit Blake as hard as I can. What was that for? I take out the LIEN poster from the other day down on my desk. I open up my computer to look up LIEN's info online. Nothing came up besides the story in the 90s where her house burned down. This is something to do with what that sheriff did. I don't know what to do about the situation. It's not a coincidence that she disappeared after the incident. She could be in jail, but that means she'll come out eventually. Why would they send out missing papers? I feel my neck get wrapped in a tight embrace. Jaylene! What? She wraps her arms around my neck, practically choking me. What? What do you want? I watched a horror movie and now I'm scared. What? You like horror films? Yeah, but that doesn't mean I still don't get scared. What do you want me to do about it? Just be near me. I try to pry her off her arms, but she has an iron grip. Let go, Sierra. She does, but she stands right next to my seat. Please go lay down. But I'm scared. The lights are on. You should be fine. She pouts as she goes up to her top bunk, but stares down at me through the bars. Could you not? She continues her pout while staring at me. Fine. I shut my laptop down, stopping my research since I don't want to be stared at. I go to the light to turn it off. Good night, Sierra. What, Jaylene? No. Jaylene, I'm scared. Are you ready to go? I was just sitting the weekend, so all I had was a little bag that Blake put in the back for me. Yeah, I should be good. Blake nods as she gets into the driver's seat. The road back to semi-civilization is just a long straight road. Sometimes you may have to go over a hill. Leaving the town gives me a sense of freedom, even though I'll be back. You seem calmer, huh? Did you want to leave that bad? It's complicated. I mean, what am I going to do after college? I'll have to move. There's nothing here. I agree, there's not much of a music career here. This place will be a ghost town if we all leave. I feel like it already is. We made an hour's time before Blake had to pull over to get some gas. The station itself used to be part of the town as truck stops for the coal miners. The shop inside is closed, but the gas pump still worked just fine. The same can't be said of the bathrooms, which are god-awful. But we still have an hour to go before we reach our destination. I don't want to do this. I go around the building where the bathrooms are located. The doors barely function for their intended purpose. I light tap the rusty door where it swings open on its old hinges. Just being here makes me wish to be a dude for a minute so I can avoid this torture. I pick a stall that wouldn't give me tetanus just from looking at it. As I'm about to sit down and hear footsteps come into the bathroom. I'll be right out, Blake. No response. I look under the stall to see familiar shoes that aren't Blake's. I was suddenly pulled from the stall, surprised to see Leanne. Leanne! Her face is all busted up, with wounds haphazardly bandaged. Do you have a car? Yeah, why? Take me with you. What? Leanne holds me by the shoulders so tightly her knuckles go white. I need to get away from here, please. Leanne! Blake! Blake comes up to the both of us before pushing Leanne off of me. What are you doing here? This is none of your concern, music girl. This is the first time I've seen Blake genuinely angry. Blake, calm down. I put my hands on her to stop her in her tracks. She stops, which makes the atmosphere turn really quiet. The only sound that can be heard is that of distant birds. What does she want? She wants to come with me. How'd she even get here? What? Can we just leave? I don't want to be here any more than you do. Will you tell me why you're here? I ain't telling you shit. Humph. Can we go, Blake, please? She gives me a stern look before giving in. Fine, you get the back. With that, Blake walks back out to the car. You coming, honey dumpling? I'm gonna kill you. Not the first to try. Leanne and I go over to the car to get in, with Leanne sliding into the back. We start driving until Blake stops. Leanne, put your seatbelt on. Why? I don't want to listen to that annoying beeping. Makes two of us. What? Just put it on, okay? Blake and Leanne stare intently at each other as Leanne puts her seatbelt on. Y'all are children. Can we go? Only because she put her seatbelt on. Blake then starts driving back on the hour-long journey. The drive was all silent, so we didn't even play music, though the only music you could get was static. After an hour or so, we finally make it over to the orphanage. Why are we stopping here? You know nothing of Jaylene, yet you're her girlfriend. Sorry, you make out too much for me to ask. I take that as my cue to leave the car and go to the front door. Blake comes up alongside me as well as Leanne. Why are we here again? Ugh. Blake. I was coming here to meet my mom. She works and lives here. Before she can respond, the door opens with my mom and the kids spilling out. Oh my god, that's her mom? Oh my god, her mom's adorable. Hello, Jaylene, it's been so long. She wraps her arms around me as the kids start hugging my legs. Hey guys, Jaylene, we missed you. I can see that. Who are these children? Can you not use context? Ugh. Guys, well, hello, Blake. It's great to see you. It's nice to see you too. Now, who is this? Sorry. This is Leanne. She's a friend. I'm her girlfriend. I'm sorry. I wasn't expecting that. Wow. Well, why don't you come on inside? I have some food on the stove. Are you coming, Blake? No, I'm good. I should be heading back. You have fun with Leanne. Blake then walks away back to her car and driving away. Well, come on now, Jaylene, before your plate gets cold. Coming. Due to the big sums of money from the government, my mom can keep the place clean and the meals big. Some kids disperse into their playroom while some stay right under your feet. The plates are right up there, Leanne. Get anything you want. Leanne puts the largest portion on your plate, which I fully believe she'll eat all of it. So, Leanne, you're enjoying your plate? Leanne nods her head as she shoves her face full of food. Well, it's great to know she's out meeting people. Leanne is currently in her own world, one of food. Well, tell me how you two met. Leanne does not respond. She just keeps chomping down on her food. Ugh, we meet in class. She accidentally walking in the wrong class, all that stuff. Oh, that's cute. I'm happy you were able to find someone, Jaylene. You always seem lonely. Mom! I was just stating a fact. I'm surprised that you chose her. What does that mean? Oh, bless your heart. Her mom's like, you should know why I would say that. Leanne ignored the dig as she went on with her eating. Anyway, Jaylene, how has school been? We talked about various things throughout dinner with Leanne being quiet. Once we're done eating, I help Mom with the dishes with Leanne leaning against the wall. One of the kids comes through the doorway and stares at Leanne. Why do you look like that? Like what? That! The kids points at Leanne's black eye and wounds. Oh, I got into a fight with a bear. There are no bears here. That's what they want you to think. Jessica, go back over to the others and play. I wanted an apple juice. Mom opens the fridge to give her a wish. Here, run along now. Jessica happily skips back into the living room, sipping her drink. Sorry about here. The kids here are very inquisitive. Mom turns back to me while Leanne leans against the doorway. My mom leans near me to whisper into my ear. Make sure when you two go to bed at night that you bandage those wounds properly. I'm surprised she can dress herself, much less wounds. I'm sorry if I seemed surprised earlier. I knew you might be that way. How? You never took a liking to any men. Just didn't expect her out of all the people. Yeah, she's something. I go over to Lien while Mom finishes putting away the dishes. Are you feeling okay? I'm feeling fine. Mom, do you mind if Lien and I stay in my old room together? Yeah, sure. No one uses it, dear. Come on. What? Come upstairs with me. Why? My mom gives Lien a push out of the doorway and onto the stairs. Humph. She follows me as we enter my old room. You weren't kidding. You only have an NES and an Atari. You're old. Excuse me? We're the same age. I'm 20. I'm 24. So? That's 4 years older than me, yet I'm like a foot taller. Oh, shut up. Is this why you wanted me to come up here to beat you at games? You can only play if you let me bandage you. No way in hell. Why not? I did a good job myself. I take a look at her and just see bandages are falling off with blood on them. Lien, you look terrible. Let me change the bandages at least. Fine. Lien sits down on my old bed as I fetch the first aid kit. Do you have one in your room? Yeah, I was a sick child, so my mom put it here just in case. Though it was mostly internal than external. I sit down next to Lien, slowly unwrapping the bandages on her hand. Ow! Lien recoils her hand back, revealing a big gash right in the center. Lien, what happened? She just stares at me before looking away. I gently bring her hand back to finish the unwrapping. Her entire arm is bruised and wounded. Lien, this doesn't look good. It'll be fine. Just change the bandages. Lien, I don't want these to get infected. It has dirt in them. Why do you want to help? I have basic human morals? Something you seem to lack? You're acting like this just because I want to help. I don't need anybody's help, much less from you. You need to learn how to be appreciative. If someone does something nice for you, you should be happy. I can handle it. I'm a monster, don't you know? Being a monster doesn't mean you can get less infected than me. Your skin works the same as mine. It makes no difference to me. Humans and monsters are different and should be treated as such. There's no point in finding that system. What are you talking about? When have you ever followed the system? I'm allowed to help you even if you don't like it. I just don't understand. Why help? Well, I don't like seeing others in pain even if they're assholes. The world doesn't consist of the people you met while in the foster system. She looks away, giving me an angry pout. These cuts need to have alcohol poured on them. It's gonna hurt. I place a towel under her arm that needs the most care and then pouring over the cuts. Lien flinched, but overall kept still. Lastly, I put the new clean bandages on her. She looks much better, even though there's nothing that we can do about the bruising. I'm surprised Mom didn't ask what happened to this strange ginger woman. We're done now. Happy? Humph. Thank you. You're welcome. She swipes her hand away as she sits down on the floor near my NES. Where are your games? Under the bed. She looks under the bed but doesn't seem too surprised. You only have 4 games here. I didn't play it a lot. I can see that. She starts getting out the games before I can stop her. You can play that after you tell me what happened to you. Why? Because you just disappear with literal missing papers plastered and randomly show up at a dingy bathroom gas station? You don't need to know. What do you mean? I'm tired of people keeping shit from me. I'll tell you if you tell me something. Okay, sure. What is it? Is she your real mom? What? Is the woman downstairs your biological mother? No, she isn't. Really? Yeah? What about it? Nothing. I don't live with my bio parents either. I know that? Yeah? Did you know your bio mom? No. My mom said they gave me up to being too poor to take care of me. But you met your bio mom, haven't you? No, they gave me away when I was born, or at least that's what I thought. What? Jillian, the monster world is a lot more violent than it may seem, and I have a reason to believe that the story isn't true. What are you talking about? My parents were good, and they made the right choice. I'm saying those parents may have never have existed. Don't talk about them like that. Lien's expression is emotionless. She's taking what she's saying seriously. My mom wouldn't lie like that. Moms can, seen it firsthand. Don't talk like you know her, okay? Believe what you want. By tomorrow, I'm leaving. What? Why? I'm getting as far away as I can from this cursed town. Nothing good comes from here. And it's maybe my last chance at freedom. Did they put you in jail? More like a torture chamber. The sheriff did that? Yeah. I have a hard time believing. Like I said, believe what you want. Your blissful ignorance may be helpful. Just go back to town tomorrow and forget we ever met. Lien, no, I'm not dealing with anything from that town again. Now can I play my game? What? We had promised, didn't we? I talk and you let me play these games. Ah, fine. Lien then picks a game and inserts it into the console. A familiar tune begins playing from my long childhood. I always wonder why a plumber could get in situations like this. Why do plumbers exist? There's no functioning pipe system. Mysteries of the ages. I sit in silence, watching Lien play, rethinking what she said. I had no clue what she's been through. From what I learned about her, she hasn't had it that great. When she plays games, it's the only time that I see her relax and enjoy herself. Hey, Jaylene, can you do this level? Lien hands me the control without waiting for an answer. We're currently in the middle of the last level where I remember distinctly that you have to take a certain path or the level repeats. I remember playing this with Victoria along with the frustration that came with it. I played the level to the best of my memory as a child, and surprisingly it worked. See, I'm good for something. Humph. Shakes the controller back to fight the final boss. You beat this game pretty quick. I use a cheat code to warp between worlds. At least you have Zelda games, that's good. Though without a walkthrough handy, that's gonna take forever. Well, good thing too, let's go back downstairs. Can't I stay up here? I'll break the games and then you won't be able to play. Ugh, fine. Leanne follows me as we go back downstairs. Mom is playing with one of the kids while the others are playing board games. I drag Leanne to sit near a group of kids playing Chutes and Ladders. Mind if we join? No, here! One of the kids puts a piece in both my palm and Leanne's. Do you know how to play this? Of course I do. I don't know. I can explain. Sure, go ahead. The kid then explains the game like he memorized the manual to Leanne, who seems to be taking it all in. Now go easy on them. It's Leanne's first time playing. I will, don't worry. That was a complete utter lie. The kid was wrecking our asses. Why is there always a slide when I advance? Don't get mad, Leanne. How can I not? An 8-year-old is beating me. I'm 9. Whatever. Throughout, we kept on losing to the king of Chutes and Ladders. That was embarrassing. We didn't even win a single round. Yeah. Having fun, girls? Yeah, totally. A kid comes from behind Mom and onto Leanne's lap. What? What's with all your bandages? Like I said, I fought a bear. There's no bears here, though. Don't trust the government. That's her response to everything. Leanne, please. What? Out of all the people, I expect you to believe me. Oof. I look over at the time and see that it's 8 o'clock already. Oh, looks like it's about your guys' dinner time. 8 o'clock? Damn. Mom goes in the kitchen and prepared dinner. On Saturdays, it's usually hamburgers and fries. I'll go help cook. You stay with the kids, Leanne. What? You'll be fine. Don't leave me. Leanne, play with me. No. I go inside the kitchen to see Mom frying some potatoes for the fries. I get the hamburger meat and start rolling them into ball shapes. My mom keeps going back to what Leanne said earlier. If she hadn't said anything, then I wouldn't ever imagine my own mother would lie about something so important. I never had a desire to see my biological parents, so I never asked further on them. To me, we are living separate lives, and no matter what the woman next to me is, my mom, even if not genetic. And I'm her daughter since the day she found me, so there'll be no reason to lie about that, but it won't get out of my mind. Hey, Mom? Yes, dear? About my biological parents, they gave me to you, right? Yep, put you straight into my arms. Forever changed my life for the better. What's wrong, dear? Do you want to meet them? No. Just rethinking the story is all. That was so long ago, and you grew up so fast. I remember when you used to make me read the books you wrote. Don't remind me, those were terrible. But they were so cute, though. Just cook the potatoes. I go back in the living room to check up on Leanne. Leanne? I put my hand to my face to stifle a giggle. The kids have been putting makeup all over her face. What are you staring at? Nothing, don't worry. That's what I thought. Come on now, dinner's ready. All the kids run into the kitchen waiting to get a plate. Leanne leans against the doorway watching all of them. Aren't you hungry? No, I ate too much earlier. Now you can't eat. What happened to your face? I got a makeover. Let me clean that off of you. I'm 20. I can do it myself. I doubt that. I take her hand and go into the bathroom to get her cleaned up. They made you look like a clown. I think they did a good job. Yeah, they have a bright future in cosmetology. I take the wet washcloth and wipe it all over her face starting at the top. Wow, this doesn't really want to come off. You're rubbing my skin off. We have to get this off. Did they do this with a permanent marker? Probably. God. I was able to get the makeup up top, but now I have to get the lipstick off. I gently rub against her lips, and luckily the lipstick was actually lipstick instead of art supplies. I slowly rub away at the lipstick till it's all gone. I look up towards Leanne, who's staring intently at me. She leans in closer to where I can feel her breath against mine. She goes past my face up to my ear to whisper something. You have a zit on the left side of your face. Hot. That's hot. What? I quickly turn to look in the mirror to see that in fact I don't have a zit. Leanne! She gives me a wave. She goes back to the kitchen. I can't believe I actually got flustered by that. I shake my head from the thought as I follow Leanne back. She's leaning against the wall while I sit down at the table. So, Leanne, do you have a job? Being handsome. It's almost comedic about the dead stoic way she said that. Well, does it pay well? I got a girlfriend, don't I? Well, I guess so. You're Jaylene's girlfriend? Yeah. Do you kiss? Much more. Leanne. What? I'm being honest. Not in front of the kids, girls. Sorry, Mother. Well, anyway, Leanne, tell me more about you. I bet the kids would love to know as well. Well, I don't think they believe me. I'm sure they will. Please go on. Well, I came from a family of werewolves. The entire room erupts in a roar from the children. Really? Yeah, it's awesome. She leans down near the children where they all intently lean in. Have you ever heard of the Bargus? No, what is it? It's the beast that travels at night, and it's said that those who see it, even those who just get a glimpse, eventually die. What? Does that mean we're gonna die? No, not in my werewolf form yet, so you'll be fine. But if you cause trouble, I wouldn't hesitate. I'm never misbehaving again. Good. Can you transform? Why would I do that? I want to see it. You're dumb. Yeah, Jason, grow a brain. I smile at the display and turn around to see Mom's reaction. Shockingly, her knuckles are white from holding her pop. Her face is staring intently at Leanne with a deadpan face. Mom? She instantly relaxed, looking over at me and smiling. I'm sorry, dear. I must have been zoning out. Being old and all. Yeah, I guess. Leanna's still talking to the kids who are still fully engrossed in what she had to say. Kids, come on and eat while it's hot. But no, she's going to be here until Monday. Now eat. They all reluctantly went back to eating. After we all got done eating, then we put the kids to bed. Mom doesn't care if Leanna and I stay in the same bed, so we share the room together. As we enter, she goes straight to the consoles. Aren't you tired? Not really. I want to try your other games at least. Like Mega Man, that's a classic. You should go to bed. I'm a monster, Jaylene. I can stay up as late as I want. Listen to me. I throw a pillow at her head to get her attention away from the games. She rubs the back of her head as she turns to look at me. Oh, she doesn't look happy. She lunges at me, holding both of my hands down against the bed. You know I'm a monster, right? I can turn in the worst abomination you can imagine. You wouldn't even last seconds against me. All this because they threw a pillow. I don't like people thinking they can do whatever to me, especially you. Your hands are bound now. I have legs. Then what are you going to do? I see a smug smile come over her face, challenging me. Her smile fades as I use all my strength to throw her over onto her back. Look at you. Congratulations. You win. All I did was flip you over. I take a hold of her hands trying to pin them down, but she actually uses her strength to keep them up in the air. Loser. I'm not going to win in a contest for pure strength, so I quickly let go of one of my hands for a risky move. I take one of my hands to put her aside, tickling her. Stop that! She starts crying, laughing, trying to get away from my hands. She wiggles around on the bed. She's too busy laughing to fight back. I finally let go of her to let her calm down. After a couple seconds, her laughing tones down enough where she turns her attention toward me. She grabs my shirt collar, pulling me closer to her. Our mouths are inches away from each other till the door opens. Oh. I see my mom in the doorway looking in complete shock. Leanne lets go and flops over on my right side. We just stare at each other in awkward silence until my mom speaks up. I was just coming to ask if you'd like some milk as you did as a child. Really, Mom? Really? Is that what you were coming in the room for? Is it really? Come on, Mom. Come on, Mom. Get smart. Get your better excuses out there, Mom. Having milk late at night with Mommy. Shush it, you. Okay. No, it's okay. I'm good. All right, just checking. With that, Mom went back to her room, closing the door as she does so, engulfing the room in black. Two lesbians caught by mom. Sounds like an excellent porn title. Please go to sleep on the couch. No, your bed is soft, so you're just gonna have to deal with me. Ugh. I pull a pillow around my ears so I can have some sort of silence as I sleep. I wake to the smell of breakfast downstairs. I get up and see that Leanne has already left. I get up while staying in my bedclothes heading downstairs. I see the kids huddled around Leanne who's trying to eat alone. Tell us more. I'm eating. Please. Kids, please, leave her to eat. But no, go play in the living room. Ugh, fine. The kids go back to the living room to play. I sit next to Leanne who's gulping down her breakfast. Here you go, dear. Mom puts a big plate in front of me with breakfast. Tomorrow I'll be leaving when you're going back. That's fine. Where are you going? Anywhere. Just not here. She hugged her arms in a rare act of vulnerability. Well, a good thing since the kids and I are going out on the trail. You'll enjoy it. Really? Yeah, the trail here is very pretty. I'd like that. That's cool, I guess. We eat in silence while Mom gets the kids ready for the trail. I go back upstairs to change also. Good thing I always wear a sweater since it's very cold today. When I come back down, I see all the kids gathered at the door. Jaylene, can you be my walking buddy? She's mine. Leanne pulls me by the arm to pull me closer to her. She's my walking buddy. Miss Lawson, Leanne stole my walking buddy. It'll be fine. Jason needs one. Ew. Taking the role of my girlfriend nicely. She pushes me away from her. Oh, shut up. All right, kids, let's go. Stay with your walking buddy. Mom opens the door and starts walking toward the trail. I'm surprised you didn't stay at the house. I have other interests, you know. I didn't. All you do is play games. They're fun. All you do is read books. Yeah, that's true, but at least I'd learn morals from them. Romance novels don't count as classic literature. Hey, games do nothing but rot your brain. We begin turning onto the trail where a slow river swims by. We stop there allowing the kids to play in the trees. I have a spot near here. Where? I walked near a rock that's a couple feet away from the group. I found this when we moved over here. Here it's really quiet. I usually came here to read. We sit in silence with the only sounds being the kids playing and the water rushing. Here, roll up your pant legs. We're not really getting into that cold water, are we? Chicken? Of course not. Do you know who you're talking to? She rolls up her pant legs, barely going along with me. God, it's cold. Fire tries to come around her legs but can't do the water. I kick some water towards her with her hiding away. I hate water. She tries to come near me but is too afraid of getting wet. Coward. She takes a deep breath before lunging toward me, picking me up bridal style. I'll drop you into this water. My arms hold a death grip around her shoulder so I don't fall. Chicken. Put me down. She pretends to drop me, which sends my heart beating rapidly. Come on, girls, we're leaving. Coming. Leanne carries me over to the group with all their eyes on me. Miss, why are you carrying Jaylene like that? This is how you show your love in my country. Oh, where do you live? Silent Hill. Great neighbors. Very friendly place. We go along the trail, which not much scenery besides the trees. So, Jaylene, yes? What's it like? What's what like? I don't know, being in the orphanage? Good, I had friends. I met Victoria there, so it had its ups. And all the kids there were my friends, so when they got adopted, it hurt to see them leave and all that. What about foster care? Well, I was in and out a lot of places until I met who I would consider my mom. Before her, I don't remember much, just anger. She didn't put up with that, which surprised me since most would let me go after one argument. Before my mom, no family wanted to keep me, and pure monsters are seen as a burden on a pure family, a stain. Monster families usually consisted of one type of monster, so I stood out until they could never tell me exactly what I was. My parents just left me. The ones who could have told me what I was didn't. One family tried to fix me, real monster purist types. It just turned me into that thing you saw when they left me. No one wanted an impure monster in their family. Too much trouble. My mom didn't care that I wasn't just in one group. You grow resentful of the thing people don't like you for. I didn't like being a monster. It did nothing to help me. The monster world has so many rules and guidelines set in place for each monster, but if you're not a pure, you're left on your own. You shouldn't hate being a monster. It's who you are. She puts me down, looking away from me. I killed her. Huh? You know when that house burned down? I burned it down. I got so angry. I thought it was your foster dad? We got into an argument over my mom. He didn't like me at all, tried to get rid of me all the time. He tried putting his hands on her and I just lost it. When I turned into that thing you saw, I lost any thought process I have. I'm not in control like in my other form. You can't blame that on yourself. I can. It is my fault. If I wasn't here, she would still be alive. If I wasn't an impure, she would still be here. That is a fact. They say impure monsters are dangerous, not to be trusted. What do you say when that all turns out to be true? If your foster dad never tried to hurt her, she would still be alive, wouldn't she? Those pure monsters hurt you, hurt a child. They're the ones that are dangerous. Just because you're impure doesn't make you more dangerous than when a pure one puts his hand on someone else. It doesn't change the fact it does. Anyone can hurt another person. She cared for you, and look where she is now. The kids stop at a dock over the river while Leanne and I stay back. I'm glad those kids don't have to go through what I went through. I look over at Leanne's face, seeing a smile come onto it. I let it slide so I can enjoy it. Oof! I feel something hard strike against my back. Who? I'm hit again, but this time it hits my cheek. Leanne lets out a boisterous laugh, but is interrupted when she's hit. We turn around to see the kids playing with snow that has begun to fall. Leanne's smile is gone now, and all that remains in her eyes is pure revenge. As Leanne approaches the assailant, full regret falls over his face. Leanne dashes after the kid, running around the trees, trying to tackle him. Miss Jaylene? Yes? Is he going to be okay? The kids let out a shriek as Leanne tackles him to the ground. Probably not. Better say your goodbyes now. Is Miss Leanne going to kill him? Probably. What? She tugs on my shirt as she wails. I'm not the best with kids at times. Kids, please calm down. She was kidding. Mama's standing at the end of the trail trying to gather all the kids together. But Miss Lawson, nope, don't want to hear it. Now come on. The kids drag her feet back to their mom while I look around for Leanne. The kid she was chasing is out the line, but I don't see her anywhere. Boo! Ah! Leanne comes up from behind me before wrapping her arms around me. Leanne, let go! Not caring what I have to say, she lifts me up and spins me around. Put me down! Girls, come on. Leanne then finally puts me back down so we can walk over to Mom. You two can act like children just as much as these. Leanne started it. No, don't start that with me, Missy. Ugh, you got me in big trouble. I did what I do best. I slap her shoulders as we continue on towards the trail. At the end, there's an old playground that has been around before me. The kids start playing around and running on the equipment. Mom sits on the bench that faces the playground where I go and join her. Leanne doesn't know who to join, the adults or the kids. She's a weird one, Jaylene. Ugh, I know. When I took you in, I thought you promised me you marry some rich doctor or lawyer. Does it count if she has to see both regularly? No, I don't think so. What exactly do you see in her? I look over at Leanne who's playing with the kids, acting as a sea monster for them to destroy. She can be sweet at times. Thomas was a big idiot with a heart. I hope surely your Leanne is your equivalent of that. Though Thomas was Mom's husband before he passed in the late 70s, I never saw him as a dad like Mom. To me, I will never have a dad. I have a father somewhere, but not a dad. Leanne lost all possibilities of having parents or parents that mattered to her. Remember when you were little and you and Victoria pretended to be princesses at night together? Mom! What a terrible thing for me to overhear. No, you don't. Let me assume you were the princess in need of saving? I can take care of myself. No, my dear lady, you need a knight. And what better fit than me? She hoists me up in her arms, carrying me over the playground. Put me down, Leanne. Look up, peasants, since thus is your princess being taken hostage by a monster prince. No! Y'all must try to defeat me. She takes me up the playground up to where the slides are. A kid tries to come up, but Leanne just throws him down the slide. Anyone else? More kids try and come to rescue me, but can't seem to funnel in beside one by one, making them go down the slide. Y'all are not very good at rescuing. Soon enough, they got the memo. They're more than her. So they all just gang up on her, pushing her down the slide, along with some kids who never let go. The other kids go down the slides, joining in on the group down below. I look over the ledge, seeing Leanne with her arms up, holding one kid by each arm, twirling them around her. I go down the slide with the kids gathering around me. Tell Leanne to pick me up next. We have to get going. After an hour, we all headed back to the house where Mother started to fix dinner for us. Girls, can you come in and cut these vegetables while I take a shower? I feel gross. Sure thing. I drag Leanne from the living room to the kitchen and start cutting. Should I trust you with a knife? It all depends on if you want to keep your fingers. Whatever I feel about that response doesn't matter since she picks up a knife and begins cutting. After a few moments of silence cutting, Leanne speaks up. Can I ask you something? Only if I can ask you a question. Fine. Are you ever going to leave this place? I've thought about it, but I don't know where I'd go. For my English major, I guess I'd have to leave eventually. I'll get to it once I cross that bridge. I guess you're going to have to ask me the same question. No, something completely different. What is it? Do you really hate being a monster? She stiffens her movements and goes back to cutting. It's the reason I want to leave this place. I don't belong to one group, especially after what they did to me. I don't belong here. You belong where you're happiness. I don't get what you mean by that. There's plenty of monsters in Blackwood that live just fine all together. I'm sure even pure monsters feel that like they don't belong in their family. Then they leave to find somewhere they are happy, even if it's not among their own kind. Who cares about impure or pure? Just be where you're happy. So where do you feel like you're the happiest? She looks away from me. There's not many like me. There's vampires, werewolves, there's something concrete, a whole community behind them. When I'm in that room, it reminds me of what I don't have. Before I could respond, Mom comes back and takes it all over. Thanks, girls. Now go back into the living room. She practically pushes us out of the kitchen into the living room. She's very adamant about us not being there. She's a mother. She likes to cook. Jaylene, come play with us. We're playing Connect 4. Are you ready to get your ass handed to you? Totally. Okay, guys. We've been recording for a while. My throat is very sore. I have to stop. So, thank you all so much for watching this episode. This is getting very, very interesting. I'm kind of wondering how we're going to circle back to the sheriff. So, if you like this video and if you're excited, please leave a like. It really does help the channel out. Also, be sure to subscribe to the channel for future episodes. When you hit the subscribe button, be sure to hit the notifications bell so you get updates on when I upload future episodes. And without further ado, thank you all so much for watching. Bye! Special shout out to Patreons AceWolf741, Deep Dive Dylan, Brian White, Caleb Putnam, and Robin Harper.